Marin? Julia, her voice was muffled by the pillow. How did I get here last night? Please, please don't tell me Lord Gerald brought me. His Grace the Duke brought you, my lady. Julia's voice carried genuine regret. Forgive me. No, what are you apologizing for? Marin groaned into the fabric. I'm the one who fell into this trap. Oh ho, my dear. Mom, what should I do? Last night with Lord Gerald Darling, how can you cut off the story at the most interesting part? Rowena's playful encouragement only made things worse. Marin, looking like someone who had lost all hope in life, buried her face deeper into the pillow. I need to be alone for a while. To repent. All right. Rest well, dear. Take your time recovering, my lady. Laughter threaded through Rowena's voice as she and Julia departed. The moment they left, Marin began mentally reconstructing the events of the previous night. What were those impudent fingers doing? Huh? Pawing around without the mistress's permission? She seized the offending digit, the one that had poked and prodded the Duke's chest, and bit down on it. Hard. And you. She slapped her palm, the same one that had patted his lordship on the head. How dare you stroke his head? If you're going to get that drunk, you could at least have the decency to lose your memory. Why do I remember everything? Marin clutched the pillow and screamed into it, kicking the blanket in furious rhythm. The sheer magnitude of her mortification was so crushing that even her churning stomach no longer hurt by comparison. If there was any small mercy in this disaster, it was that she hadn't blurted out the name of the novel's actual main character. How can I ever look the Duke in the eye again? I just want to crumble into dust. Please. A single round tear rolled down Marin's cheek. Garnet swung her wooden sword with furious determination, sweat dripping down her temples. When she'd heard that Marin wouldn't be training today due to a hangover, she'd secretly rejoiced. She'd started late, but she refused to fall behind. She wanted to work harder, train longer, catch up as quickly as possible. Tisk tisk tisk. Keep that up and you'll tear your wrist clean off. Eubies approached with his usual sour expression, moving with infuriating laziness. What? Garnet stopped mid-swing and fixed him with a glare. He was supposedly the same age as her, but his height made him look far older, which only irritated her more. And the way he invariably winced whenever she spoke? Unbearable. Didn't hear me? He gestured toward her grip. Then at least look at how badly you're straining your wrist. Hey. Garnet planted herself directly in front of him, chin lifted defiantly. She was tall for a girl, but his neck seemed to rise one step higher, which soured her mood even further. So what? Eubies' tone was lazy, his irritation undisguised. Why do you hate me? Garnet narrowed her eyes, glaring up at him. Do you want the truth? Or do you want to hear what a lady wants to hear? He slung the scabbard over his back and gripped it with both hands, still looking utterly bored. Garnet was momentarily stunned. Both. Don't want to. Her eyes flashed. She stepped closer. Be honest, then. Fine. Eubies met her gaze evenly. I don't like it when some spoiled young lady waves a sword around for fun. And I really don't like the way you treat our Lady Marin. Garnet's words caught in her throat. His directness left her speechless. What's wrong? You asked for honesty. Eubies grinned, the expression of someone thoroughly pleased with himself. TCH. Her own demand had tied her hands. She turned away sharply, jaw clenched. Why are you learning swordsmanship? Humph. Why should I tell you? That's it. That's exactly why I can't stand you. He turned and walked away. I'm leaving. Garnet stared after him in confusion. When Butler Seabass wasn't available, she had to learn from him. And now he was just leaving? Hey. You can't start a conversation and then just walk off. Take care of your wrist. He waved his hand dismissively over his shoulder without turning around. To protect. Yubi stopped abruptly. I'm learning to protect people. Garnet's voice rose, words tumbling out in a rush. We couldn't protect our parents. So I want to protect at least the ones left, my sisters and brother. That's why I'm learning. He turned around, staring at her with wide eyes, as though she'd just said something utterly unexpected. Garnet's cheeks flushed. She dropped her gaze to the dirt, hiding behind the curtain of her blonde curls. After the butler, this was only the second time she'd spoken her dream aloud. It felt awkward. Vulnerable. It seems. What? Garnet cautiously raised her head. I also took up the sword to protect my sister. Yubi's tapped the scabbard strapped to his back. You get along with her? Of course. We're orphans, it's just the two of us. And us. Garnet's voice dropped. Now it's just us left, too. Huh? Yubi's brow furrowed in genuine confusion. But you have His Grace the Duke. Garnet's expression turned icy. He's not our family. You don't understand anything. But you just said you want to protect people. Yubi's red eyes locked onto her green ones, searching. Yes. And who is his lordship? His voice was quieter now, more deliberate. He's Vines. And Vines. Protects. Garnet finished the sentence without thinking, as though the words had been pulled from some deep, forgotten place inside her. Only then did Yubi smile. You know perfectly well. Who do you think protects the West from monsters? No, not just the West. The entire empire. He stepped closer. His lordship knows better than anyone how to protect. Garnet's green eyes trembled visibly. With a gloomy, pensive expression, Garnet made her way to her older sister's chambers. Daya. Daya sat by the sunlit window, embroidery frame in her lap, working with quiet focus. Garnet had always wanted to be like her. And yet it had always seemed impossible. Yes, Garnet? Daya raised her head and smiled warmly. Where's Perito? With Ruby. What happened? Daya, Garnet bit her lip. Guilt churned in the pit of her stomach. Garnet, what's wrong? Daya set down her embroidery and regarded her sister with concern. I want to become a knight. Daya's dark green eyes widened. After a long pause, she tapped the chair opposite lightly. Garnet hesitated, then crossed the room and Saturday. And I want to become the head of the family. Garnet's eyes flew wide with shock. She hadn't suspected Daya harbored such thoughts at all. She'd been so certain her younger brother would inherit the title of Earl. She opened her mouth, fumbling for words. Daya laughed softly. What? Does it sound like a joke? No, I'm just surprised. You're really serious? Completely serious. I just found your expression funny. But Daya, what about Perito? Daya reached out and gently took her hand. Until what happened to our parents, becoming the head never crossed my mind. Her voice was steady, though shadows lingered in her gaze. But then they were gone. And we were left alone. I'm the eldest, so it falls to me to protect us. She paused. But a woman cannot become head of a noble house. That's imperial law. Garnet met her warm gaze in silence. Their dreams were different. But the reason behind them was the same, and because of that, they understood each other without needing words. I'm like you, too, Garnet admitted quietly. I want to protect our family. Yes. Daya's smile softened. I thought so. She stroked Garnet's hand gently. By imperial law, I can't become head of the family. But for you, it's different. Her voice grew firmer. There aren't any female knights in the Empire yet, but there's no law prohibiting a woman from becoming one.